Hey class. All right, we're going to take a look into Premiere Pro, and right now we're going to look at the lift and the extract features inside the program monitor. These two features can help you lift or remove a clip that's in the middle of your timeline without having to do too many steps. It's really helpful to also, the extract feature will take a piece out and it will shrink everything and close that gap for you. So let's jump into Premiere Pro and see how this can help save us some time. Alright, so here we are in Premiere Pro. I'm in my editing format here already, and you can see that I've got this yellow clip. I've color coded it for us, and on my right is my program monitor. And I've already double clicked it. For instance, if you see me scroll through here, you can see my other clips, and then I've added this clip, and then we go here. You can see it's kind of shaky at the beginning, so let's try to get rid of this somehow. Well, I've double clicked on it and opened it up into my source panel. And you can see that I've created a marker just by using the hotkey M, or the shortcut M, to create a marker right there. So that's where I want to start this. Well, let's take a look at our timeline and see how we can do this in like 1 or 2 steps. For starters, let's take a look at the extract feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to the beginning of my clip here. Right here, okay? And I'm going to say I, or I could just click this button here for in point, right? Just like we did in the source monitor. And now I'm going to jump to that marker, and I'm going to hold down the shift key because it snaps right to my marker, my timeline marker for me. And I'm going to hit the letter O, or basically click on that, right? So I've created my in and my out just by clicking I and O, or these two icons here. Now we're going to look at the extract feature. Watch what happens here if I click on the lift feature. So if I use the lift feature, click that, boom. Just like that, it's created a nice gap here in the footage. So now I know if I'm bringing, let's see here, this clip here, I'm going to double click on a clip from my source panel. There we are. That works, right? I can bring this in here. Let's just trim this off like that, right? So now I know that that's there. So I can click this, and you can see that pouring there, and then it goes into that. Okay, let me undo that. Okay, so here we are back to round number 2. So instead of doing the lift feature, because I really don't want to use that other clip in there anyways. So what if I just want to take this little bit out? I just want to get rid of it, and we're going to move everything to the left. Well, to do that, I've set my ins and outs, that's good there. And now I'm going to click the extract button. Now the extract button is right next to the lift button. You can see the icon says I'm going to lift with that up arrow on that icon, right? And then there's 2 little arrows pointing into the center. And watch what happens down here when I do this. And click it, boom. You can see it closed the gap. It lifted that one piece out, and then it went ahead and closed the gap on how to do that, on where that feature would have been. Now, and that actually looks really good. Could I have done this another way? You bet I could have done this another way. A lot of times what I'll do, I'll back it out and show you exactly what this feature does. So in not so many steps, what this feature does, I'm going to use my razor tool, is it says, okay, I'm going to cut this right at my out point, boom. And then I'm going to grab my selection tool, and I'm going to select that clip and hit delete. Okay, that's part 2 of the extract feature. Then I'm going to go ahead and click in this dead space here and click delete. And that's part 3 of the extract feature. So by clicking one button here, the extract button, by clicking that one button, I'm actually doing 3 steps in one. So this is definitely a time saver when it comes to trimming and solidifying and just fine-tuning your sequence within Premiere. Okay? All right. So go ahead and be sure to use that. Be sure to use this tool. And in the next video, we're going to look at adding a graphic to our legacy title. and we'll move forward with our project. We'll see you in class.